Imagine a time when every web server, database, and application demanded its own hulking, physical machine. Companies faced cramped server rooms, mounting electricity bills, and the headache of managing hardware that typically sat underutilized, wasting both money and space. When a business needed a new server, they'd order it, wait for delivery, then spend precious days or even weeks on setup and configuration. Scaling up was slow, expensive, and fraught with risk. And if hardware failed, disaster recovery could take hours or days, often spelling disaster for fast-paced businesses. The breakthrough came in the form of virtual machines, VMs. The concept: what if you could turn a single computer into many? What if, instead of being bound to the physical limitations of a server, teams could spin up isolated environments at the click of a button? The path to this innovation began in the 1960s at IBM, but it was only in the late 1990s and early 2000s, as computing needs exploded alongside the internet, that virtualization entered the mainstream. Visionaries at companies like VMware pushed the idea of a hypervisor, a thin layer of software that sits between the hardware and operating systems, allowing multiple OS instances to run independently on the same machine. Each virtual machine believes it is the only system on the hardware, running its own applications, managing its own resources, and remaining blissfully unaware that it's sharing the box with others. On a technical level, the hypervisor manages all the real resources: CPU, memory, disks, network cards, and carves them up as needed. To the operating system inside a VM, everything looks normal: it boots, runs programs, saves files. Underneath, though, the hypervisor is juggling and isolating workloads, allocating resources dynamically and keeping them secure from one another. The problems this solved were monumental. Organizations could at last escape the tyranny of one box, one app. Servers could run at high utilization, reducing energy and hardware costs. Spinning up a new server environment became a matter of minutes, not months, fueling the explosion of web services and cloud computing. Disaster recovery became trivially easy: VMs could be paused, duplicated, or migrated to new hardware on the fly. For software developers and testers, virtualization allowed instant access to clean environments for every project. No more "it works on my machine" headaches. The spread of virtual machines was rapid and unstoppable. VMware's solutions entered data centers by storm, followed by Microsoft's Hyper-V and open-source projects like CoVM and Zen. Giant tech companies and scrappy startups alike embraced virtual infrastructure, cutting costs and scaling faster. When Amazon launched its Elastic Compute Cloud, EC2, in 2006, built entirely on virtualization, it unleashed the power of running thousands, then millions, of virtual servers on demand, the foundation of the modern cloud. Long term, the effects have been profound. Virtualization made the cloud possible. It powered the rise of DevOps, enabling infrastructure as code and continuous deployment. Even new revolutions, like lightweight containers, think Docker, borrow from the principles of isolation and rapid provisioning that virtualization pioneered.